So the funding came about through the Neighbourhood House program in Apollo Bay. We know that in Apollo Bay, particularly over winter, people can get a bit locked in their houses and they can suffer from a bit of the SAD, seasonal adjustment disorder. And we were lucky enough to, firstly be able to work together, and Ruben developed this awesome project, but we were also lucky enough to be supported by the Colac Otway Shire in their funding, and also later on in the piece through WinterWild.
I have recently learnt that I really like to collaborate. There was some really fantastic input from the participants of the course. It came together really beautifully as a collaboration between just a bunch of community members.
It was advertised through Marrar Woorn, and so I saw it in the news sheet. Quite like everyone else, I was instantly interested. I do a lot of art on my own, so to do something like that with other people was fantastic.
I was already familiar with Ruben's work, so when the opportunity came up, I was pretty excited by it. Ruben brought in the maquette, looking at that and thinking, right, we're going to build the real size. I'd say life size, but it was much bigger than life size. We're going to build a real version of this. It was a lot of fun.
From the perspective of Marrar Woorn, it was a very, very successful project. We got to collaborate with so many important members and facets of our community, not only at the governmental level with the Colac Otway Shire and Learn Local, but with the creatives in this town.
The talent and skill set in this town particularly is extraordinary. So we in Apollo Bay are unusual in the diversity of skills, and there's some really amazing people doing really amazing stuff.
Well, I've done a bit of woodwork in the past, so it was for me a matter of applying those skills in a way that I hadn't used them before. And then to take the next step and get to drive one of the hands for the performance was something I wasn't expecting, and I thoroughly enjoyed it and would leap at an opportunity to do it again.
In terms of the success from the Neighbourhood House point of view, we were incredibly happy with being able to put our best foot forward and kind of change the direction that we're going in.
Melanie Howe, who was part of it, she made a comment while we were doing it that she was out of her comfort zone. So it was really nice seeing people like that getting involved as well, and not just people that have got art backgrounds.
Well, I think in terms of community building, the thing that makes a community strong is shared stories. It's terrific to have that shared story of a bunch of people who got together who wouldn't ordinarily work together, produce something amazing that people came from Melbourne to see.
The people involved in the project were awesome to work with. They made this big, nasty beast. I don't think any of us could have done it without each other. Every single part of it was extraordinary.